So since we fitted new starter and the engine still wasn't firing up, I decided to take off one of the manifolds and have a look in a cylinder inside. What is happening? Once I looked inside the manifold, exhaust manifold, I understood that the bigger work have to be done because the water was coming through the manifold into the cylinder, and that was a bit of a problem. So I decided to take off rest of the manifold off, and at the end I found another surprise, which when I seen for the first time in my life. There was a broken off spark plug in middle cylinder, and basically it was tapped, and another spark plug was fitted on top of that, which one couldn't make a spark in any way at all. I took off head cover to inspect the rockers, and the rocker seems fine. I mean, 3 of them has a little wear and little movement, but that still can run and run, so they don't have to be changed. And of course I had to take off all the filters, all the piping surrounding the engine, all the wiring. Had to move it aside because we was preparing to take the heads off, because according to the manifolds the water was coming into the cylinder. And this was the part where I discovered the spark plug thing, and I had to heat it up properly, and good I had retracting tools, which ones I used to retract broken off spark plug. I don't know, some idiot did it, and I mean, it shouldn't be like that. If you get broken off spark plug, you do it proper way. You retract it, but not tap it over it. It took a little while for me to retract it, but it can be done with proper retracting tools. It's like drill bit. It's basically like a top, just with a thread opposite way. And if you choose a correct size, you can retract broken spark plug. In one of my shorts, I'll explain what tool it is to retract it. But since I had to take engine apart, I wasn't too worried about it. The problem with the boats is people doesn't service them, and that's where all your problems occur, because you don't change your spark plugs on time, you don't clean your water system, you don't clean your fuel system, and at the end everything gets clogged up, and then I get fully dead boat when nothing works at all. And that is the mission. And well, at the end I was happy with the result, but for now let's stay on a video. And the problem was with the manifold screws as well, because they was rusted to the fullest, and it just was breaking down like nothing. So it was struggle to get them out, because the head was broken and it just was left a stud, which one was rusted in as well. So for that I used a lot of heat as well, just to get it out. just to remind you that the heat wave hit Denmark, and it was about plus 34 degrees outside, so it's all 40 in a workshop. I cleaned out all the manifold channels because through them travels water to cool them down, and it's part of the cooling system, so it's very important that they are clean. Clean the heads because there was an old sealant on, and that had to be cleaned because you have to mount your heads properly, otherwise I mean the oil gonna leak from the engine, and you don't want a big oily puddles in the water when there's people around, you know, when you put your boat in the water, so everything have to be proper sealed. And it's basically impossible to show everything we did because there is not enough storage in my GoPro, and the next thing is it would take way too long. So at this point we was assembling everything back together. We changed new spark plugs, I mean retracted the stock spark plug in, the spark plug that was broken off, and luckily the thread wasn't damaged, so we could proceed assembling everything back together. just to remind you, the access to this particular boat, Starcraft boat, I mean where the engine is quite difficult because there is not much room around it. I rather prefer Mare Cruiser because on Mare Cruiser you have more room around, but Starcraft is just everything around is too tight. And this is Volvo Penta 4.3 GL engine. So we was closing in to the end as I thought, fitting all the piping back and stuff like that, just to find out another problems, and about that we're gonna show in the next video.